Shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, as usual, before I begin with this lesson, I'm going to start it off by giving all the glory and infinite praise to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem Rakah Hakadosh, double honors to the elders and the apostles, great millstone who I'm taught and learn this truth 100% from. Peace and blessings be to you, who are serving Yahweh Shema Shine sincerity, hoping for mercy as well as salvation in these last days, man. To you I say Shalom and Yahweh Shema Shabbat. So really don't got a title for this lesson just yet. You know, we're gonna see what the spirit leads to. But the spirit was on me to basically just press the button, and just record, because we getting ready to see some shit out here. We getting ready to see some horrific, terrific. A lot of people misunderstand what terrific actually means. People think terrific is something that's happy and happy-go-lucky, and when you go into the root meaning of terrific, it goes back to terrifying. Alright, so if you say that something is terrific, you're basically saying something is terrifying or something is devastating. But we getting ready to see all type of crazy ass shit that the Lord would have to put the spirit on us to stay calm and to stay grounded. You know what I'm saying? When we see the shit that we getting ready to see, in other words, man. Alright, because people getting ready to die in fashions that, people probably wouldn't even, they would think some shit is straight out of a movie. Alright, I was just watching the elder from the Los Angeles camp. He did a lesson. He did a lesson on a couple of videos. He did a lesson on some TikToks. He also did a lesson on this cartoon. And you know how Esau is with his predictive programming and shit. People think that movies and cartoons, some of them just be entertainment. Some of them just Hollywood. But the truth be hidden in plain sight. That's how Esau works with his left hand magic. He'll put that shit right in front of you in a movie, and then a couple years later do that shit, and then you'll have motherfuckers be like, oh, the Simpsons predicted it. And nah, he just told you what he was gonna do before he did it, but your ass was just too stupid and too carnal to catch on to it. But Esau got all type of movies and cartoons, and speaking on this cartoon that the elder was doing a lesson on, if I can recall correctly, Lord's will, it was a contagious pestilence. I'm gonna just call it that, a contagious pestilence that whoever caught it, they would basically it would cause them to bleed out of their, I think that shit was called orifices. Basically the holes out of, the holes in your body. Alright, motherfuckers, bleeding out of their eyes, ears, nose, mouth, losing teeth. And a movie that they actually show you in, which is a deeply spiritual movie, was Leave the World Behind. And matter of fact, I might watch that tonight. But the movie called Leave the World Behind, they show you that whenever that they started hearing that frequency, dude started losing his teeth and shit. Dude started losing his teeth. And all this shit ties back, to this man's technology and what he plans on using it for in these latter days, man. The warning went out long before they even came out with that warp speed shit, for you not to even take it, and not even just by the prophets, but also by different pediatricians and physicians of no value. You had them even telling you not to take that shit because of the harmful side effects and whoop de whoop whoop and what is, what it has in it. And then more and more information was coming out on how this shit was gonna do something straight out of a damn sci-fi movie that you would think would be a sci-fi movie, but this shit finna be real life. Alright, ain't no telling what the fuck that shit finna do to you whenever they do decide to turn them frequencies up. And damn, what is this nigga doing? It's like, when they do decide to turn them frequencies up and use it for its purpose, because we know that the scriptures say that this man don't bear the sword in vain. We finna see mass casualties, and not only just mass casualties, bro. You gonna be seeing people get their breath taken right from them, right in front of you and shit. Don't even get me started on the dead bodies and shit we getting ready to behold. The scriptures say, behold with thine eye, or Salaki, only with thine eye shall thou behold the reward of the wicked. We gonna be seeing some shit out here. Bros in Babylon, we ain't never seen. You got certain brothers who done been in combat, been overseas, even saw some shit. But bros ain't never seen, what is it, your intestines is like 26 feet long or some shit. Brothers ain't never seen nobody with their intestines ripped out and that shit just long as hell. Bros ain't never seen birds on somebody's face picking their eyeballs out. We ain't seen dead bodies just stinking like a bitch, and bro, we ain't never seen that. But that's the type of shit we getting ready to see, which is why today the Lord gonna have to put the spirit on us to stomach this shit. Right? The Lord is gonna have to put the spirit on us to not act like how somebody who don't have the spirit on them would act. Right? Which is why also the Lord is grooming us now. The Lord putting us a cold spirit on bros, man. A spirit on bros to really not give a fuck. And Salaki for my speech, but hey, the Lord is putting that spirit on us because we're gonna have to have that spirit on us, man. It's gonna be people that that you're gonna be seeing out here catching judgment because they probably was scoffing against the truth, or niggas was just wicked. It's gonna be people, starving. You see it in movies how somebody will be boned. Like damn, like you just skin and bone. How Jacob called somebody who real skinny just skin and bone, stick. Like, yeah, we ain't never even seen nobody who this motherfucker's so weak and ate so long that he can't even walk. You know what I mean? We ain't never seen nothing like that. Extreme famine. We never witnessed an extreme blackout that'll devastate this damn society or devastate a society. That's what's coming though, man. Like, we really getting ready to see it. World War III kicking off, man. This shit speed, man. Call like help out some outside. This shit speeding up, bro. You know what I mean? The Basaka's on the first. Hey, judgment is on the way, and I just hope and pray to Yahweh Shem outside that Yahweh Shah's blood is on our doorpost, man. Lord's will, man. Cause I would hate to be a 2/3 or a heathen, bro. I want to be on the Lord's good side when there ain't no bread in the city. People start, developing Wendigo psychosis. I remember I did a lesson on this a while back. It's basically a cannibal demon. Wendigo psychosis is basically when, your brain goes into a state of craving human flesh and you like rage in a sense. Like you got rabies or some shit. That's basically what zombies is about. Like Raccoon City, Resident Evil Raccoon City, how they show you, like a virus stemmed from rabies or some shit. You know, when you see an animal that got rabies, you know, they basically they just aggressive. You know what I mean? That's basically what a zombie is. Man, the Lord can have it to where this man gonna fucking turn that shit up and have it to where you niggas just start raging like the movie, what's that movie? The Cell. You know what I'm saying? Where you just start raging and you just start attacking shit. You know, ripping motherfuckers' face. Like that one, I don't know, bros, remember this? I remember I was a young, and I was probably 12, 13. Hell no, I was about 11 years old when that one incident happened in Florida where dude, they say he was high on bath salts, that was some bullshit. I believe that was some bullshit. This dude basically started eating a homeless dude's face. Man, you know how many people that's been high on bath salts, been on hard ass drugs, and ain't never did no crazy ass shit like that. You know, slack, I'm a little under the elements, but they never did no crazy ass shit like that. You know what I mean? Eating a motherfucker face off. The Lord is gonna put people ain't gonna have no choice but to just eat other people, because it ain't gonna be nothing out here for you to eat. Imagine seeing that, like some The Road type shit. That's a good movie for bros to watch too, to be in the spirit. You know, like The Road, you stumble upon a house and you just see they got a foul ass smell to it. Probably smell like blood. You know how, bros who done, like I remember one time I had a pit bull and he got into a fight. He had came back to the house and he had the other dog's blood on him, but he had so much blood on him that you could smell it. You know how like when you touch a doorknob and you smell your hand and it smell like metal? It was basically like that, but it was foul. You know, imagine you walking into a house and it smell like that, and you just see, you walk past the kitchen doors and you see shit chopped up in there. Like the movie, what's the Wolf Creek? That's that movie. Like the movie called Wolf Creek. That Edomite was chopping niggas up and eating them and shit, and out in the country. You know what I mean? You know you got Edomites that live out in the country who would eat your ass in a heartbeat if it come down to it, because you got too many people already saying that they would do some shit like that if it came down to it, man. But you know, Lord willing, you know, this was edifying. You know, Lord willing to put the spirit on brothers to, you know, I guess you could say have some imagery of the things that we possibly will see in these times, man, or that we will see in these times, as a matter of fact, man. So with that being said, man, Shalom. Everybody see my shot right the thumb and the ball, man. Shalom.